Hey everybody, Rebecca here to go over the August 2024 budget review. Forgive me for doing this the easy way, just all on my laptop and sitting in my new recliner, but I'm tired. As you all know, I am working 2 full-time jobs nowadays, and I have been putting off making this video because I really haven't had the energy to film it, but I just want to get it done because I know it's been a couple of weeks since I put out any content at all. And I will actually give you the details of this budget up front because despite me being tired from working the 2 jobs, I have had some amazing numbers this month. I have brought in some crazy income. I have also had some very large expenses, and I don't normally talk about exactly how much I invest every month unless you're a channel member, and I will have those numbers for you in the channel member section. In fact, I'm gonna make a invest with me video after this so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing with the money that I have left over to invest. But just generally, despite all of the expenses and everything that we will get into in this budget, I was still able to invest in total over $9,000 this month, which is just insane. So, yes, I know I am working a ton and it's tiring, but it's so worth it. I never in my wildest dreams would have imagined that I could invest that much money in one single month. So without further ado, let's just hop into the budget and y'all can see how the numbers turned out this month. So starting at the top with my income first here, look at all these lines of income. So the reason there are so many paychecks is because this was a 3 paycheck month for me, but being that I have 2 jobs whose paychecks fall in the same week, that meant that I actually had 6 paychecks total this month. So this is going to be an outlier month. Even though I am bringing in a lot of extra income working 2 jobs, not every month is going to look like this, but still, let's take a look at the totals down here I have listed for you guys. I expected to bring in over $14,000 this month net. And that's what I did. I brought in over $14,500 this month. And despite having all of these extra paychecks, I decided to go ahead and take advantage of some extra smaller income here and there as well. For one, I have a lot of random things for sale around the house, and I did manage to sell $260 worth of stuff for August. I am clearing out as much as I can from this house, really, just in anticipation of me moving to Sweden at some point later. I did also get a payout from my Amazon affiliate links, so I finally got over $10 worth of Amazon affiliate sales to get a payout. I know I am not always mentioning this, but I do have some Amazon affiliate links down in my description box below that you're welcome to use if you're shopping on Amazon, and it gives me a small amount of referral affiliate for the Amazon shopping that you do that's qualified, and it does not raise the price for you. So a lot of people on YouTube are Amazon affiliates for this reason. And I mean, huge channels make a lot of money this way, but clearly I do not. Still though, I was happy to see that extra $10 sitting in my checking account from my Amazon affiliate links. I did also do an upside cash out from my app that I use to get rebates when I buy gas for my car, and that was $33.18. I just decided to snowball all these little amounts here and there. I did have a bunch of credit card rewards, cash back from my Apple card that I went ahead and sent to my checking. And I did also get a YouTube payout this month for $127.45. So, I mean, all in all, little things here and there do add up. In fact, I want to see what this totals up to, just because I'm curious. Because all of this stuff, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Just give me a number. Yeah. $602.80. That's a decent amount of extra money. So yeah, it all adds up in the end. Now, let's take a look at where all that money went. Bills and spending section here. So starting at the top, like usual, with my mortgage payment, that's $820. My balance due on this mortgage at the start of the month was $125,175.31. I paid off $215 worth of principal, so that's about what it is every single month. I have a 30-year fixed rate mortgage here, so and the payment's low. My interest rate's only 3.8% on this house. So just a little bit of principal gets paid off every single month. Utilities came in hot again. It should start going down now. The weather outside is turning nice. We've had a couple nice fall feeling days out there, which I know is not real, but it should, now that it's September. I'm filming this on September 4th. It should actually start cooling down now and hopefully staying that way. I actually have my heat and air turned off right now and the windows open, so that's nice. Next, I have internet, and I still do not have my fiber internet hooked up to the house yet, but I got another email from them saying soon. But until then, I still have AT&T, and that's $70.25 per month. Gas and car wash, I budgeted $150, and I came in at $145.07, pretty close there. Food and household, yet again, you guys. So I know I haven't done a September budget plan video, but I went ahead and just upped the food and household budget again for September. I upped it to $1,200. I realized that I came in at almost $1,400 this month for food and household. But like I say, I just don't care. My food and household budget, it is what it is right now. The vast majority of this spending is because of the big Cook Unity order that I have delivered every week. I get 12 meals from there now instead of the initial 6 like I used to. And this saves me from really having to do any work meal prep at all on my one night off, and that is worth it. This, in my mind, is just the cost of doing business for me to be able to do 2 full-time jobs and survive. After that, yard care, budget $150 every month, and I came in at $140 for August. And I have this one section blacked out here, but we'll take a look at that in just a second. I do want to go over these other smaller expenses that I had, starting with the largest one here, $650 roughly. This is the replacement furniture of which this recliner I'm sitting in is part of that. But my cat that I rescued, a stray cat from outside that I brought in, had ruined my old couch. He was peeing on it and got rid of it, got a new couch, had a litter box change that I think threw him because he is used to being an outdoor cat and not used to using a litter box, but got a new couch, new furniture. I did all of this actually at the end of July, so I knew that this would be on the budget for the personal and miscellaneous spending this month. I told you guys that when I did my budget review last month. So here it is, and I managed to not do any other personal spending for the month for what that's worth, but y'all will see these big expenses here. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and take a look at them. It's a lot of money that I spent this month. But yeah, the furniture was $643.87 on that. I did get my oil changed and a new cabin air filter in my car and 2 new key fob batteries for my car this month. I do this at the dealership. That was $203.58. Migrationsverket, if you are one of the few Swedes who watch this channel, then you know what this is. For everyone else, I have finally, officially, sent in my residence permit application to Sweden. So the cost for doing that was $195.44. I actually submitted the application early this morning, so September 4th, and I did put this on August budget because I am paying for this out of the last paycheck that I got in August, so that's why it's sitting on the August budget. But still, I officially have submitted my residence permit request, and y'all send me all the good vibes, hoping that that will get approved smoothly and relatively quickly. We have seen anything from 6 months up to 2 years as far as how long it takes for those things to get approved. So yeah, went ahead and submitted that, and hopefully it all goes well. Fingers crossed. But the other big expenses here. So firstly, windows. Now, y'all know, if you've been with me for a long time, when I bought this house, it was a fixer-upper house for sure. However, there was a lot of work that had been done to it before I bought the place, and I basically just finished the job. Most of the windows in the house had been replaced. They did some other things like new floors, a tankless water heater, a new HVAC system outside, so important things. But for whatever reason, there were 2 windows in the house that they did not replace, and probably they had the same thought that I did when I was looking at these windows and my contractor was here. I could have replaced them at the same time he was doing all the other work, but at the time, even though they were not perfect and some things were broken on them, they were still at least serviceable. But one of the windows finally just completely broke, and it would not stay up anymore. And considering all the other things that were broken around the framework of the window, I decided to just go ahead and replace that one and the other window that was kind of old and janky looking. So, wow, cat hair flying around my house. The joys of having 2 cats. Anyway, I finally got those windows replaced this month. Now, I knew it was going to happen at some point this month, so I could have budgeted for it ahead of time, but I really didn't know how much it was going to cost me to have these 2 windows replaced. I was thinking maybe around $2,000 at most. So that ended up being correct. I could have thrown that in the budget here, but I really didn't know if it was going to be under or over. And considering that I was having so much income this month, I just thought to myself, meh, I'll cash flow it whenever the bill actually pops up. So that's what I did. And it ended up being $1,540. So not terrible, but still a pretty good chunk of change that in a normal month of me working one single job, this would have been a huge expense, as is this shopping, which is $1,619.04 worth of new house things for the house in Sweden. So you could probably argue that this belongs in the personal miscellaneous spending category down here, but y'all, this is everything that I would want for the new house. It is mostly kitchen stuff because I will be honest, I love him, but Christopher's strong point is not in the kitchen when it comes to being at home and cooking and baking, anything having to do with kitchen stuff. He's a very simple man when it comes to that type of thing. And the kitchen is more my area of expertise. And these are things that I wanted for the new house that I was just willing to spend. I consider this like a housewarming gift to my future self once I actually do get to Sweden. I bought so many things, y'all. Spice jar sets. I bought various glass containers for food storage. I bought all kinds of utensils, a toaster, a crock pot. It's almost like wedding present gifts, even though we aren't newlyweds anymore. I bought an entire set of new cookware that's very high quality, so that was a big chunk of change out of this. But yeah, I did some spending, and admittedly, knowing that I was having all of these expenses popping up this month, I did kind of get a little bit of a case of the fuckets when it came to ordering this stuff on Swedish Amazon. I just knew that I had all this income coming in. I wanted all of these things for the new house. I already had a lot of extra expenses. My food and household budget blew up once again. And I was just like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to get what I want while I have the extra income this month and have it all sent at the same time over to the new house in Sweden. So that's what I did. But for curiosity's sake, again, I just want to add up all of these extra expenses that I did not budget for ahead of time. Technically I did know about the furniture this month, but still, these are extra things that are not in a normal month for me. And I just want to see what all that added up to, because honestly, this is probably more than what I make in an old month where I'm working my normal one job. Yeah, it's close. Yeah, just these expenses alone is over $4,500, over $4,600. So in a normal month, when I'm bringing home about $4,600, then yeah, that's more than what I bring home. I bring home at my normal regular job that I've had forever, it's about $2,350 a paycheck. So that's $4,700 a month net. So yeah, there was a lot of spending this month, and that's why I did mention the fact that I was still able to put over $9,000 total towards investing this month. Now, the actual numbers for everything I will show to you channel members. I'm going to film that video after this, and we'll do an invest with me video. But for the savings rate numbers for the month, my savings rate ended up being 56.32%. And I did update my MFI number earlier in the month of August, and it was 58.7% of the way to my fire number. So I will update the portfolio again currently as of today, Wednesday, September 4th, when I film this Invest With Me video for the channel members, but that's going to actually go on the September budget month because we're in September now. But yeah, for August, I was 58.72% of the way to my fire number. Exciting. And y'all can see totals down here. I still have $120 that I just rolled over into the September budget. I leave a little bit of extra cash just in case I have small expenses that do pop up here and there. Mainly just whenever my neighbor comes to cut my grass, I like to leave a little cash available in my checking account so that I can pay him same day. So yeah, that covers it for this budget review video for the month of August. I actually made it in under 20 minutes here. I'm looking at the timer for my recording here, and honestly, y'all, I don't think I'm even gonna edit this. I am just going to very minimally put in my little end screen and get this thing uploaded. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I figured you know, perfect is the enemy of done. I just wanted to let you guys know what the crazy numbers for August were. I am really hoping that because I got all of these big expenses just done and out of the way in the month of August, that in September I should not have any, hopefully, big expenses pop up, knock on wood, and I will be able to throw a ton of money towards investing again in September, because even though it's not a 6 paycheck month, I do get the first half of my sign-on bonus from taking the second job in the month of September. So I am going to have some big numbers again for September, and hopefully big numbers when it comes to investing for the month of September. And I really want this savings rate to be well over 60%, if not over 70% in the month of September. These big expenses really just cut into that savings rate this month, but I'm still happy with an over 50% number. So, yeah, if you've made it all the way to the end, I appreciate you watching as always, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.